Internet, I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me for another art stream. It's been a really long time since I've gotten a chance to sit down and do this. It's honestly, even between the gap of last stream and now, which was Blasphemous, by the way, it was awesome. You should check it out if you didn't get a chance to. And we will continue it later. We will finish the game. It's just a matter of, like, right now, I need a break so badly. I've had a really crazy week. Non-stop running around doing stuff, so much I was working on, aside from like physically at part-time job at work, and then here at home, my part-time hours lined up last week. What I had to do was at the very end of the week, so it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then no, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then this week was I'm always off Mondays, but it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I got that one break in there, but there was something I had to do on Monday. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I didn't even get a chance to work on this stuff at all. And then basically Thursday, no, I didn't work Thursday. I'm sorry. I'm getting it mixed up. But anyway, Thursday was like yesterday. It's the only day I had to work on my Playing With Myself video, which releases Friday morning, so this morning. So it was my whole yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do the Mario reaction. I feel really bummed about that. But anyway, good lord. And I wanted to stream something with you guys, like a game this week, so I was like, I'm finally gonna start Blasphemous as soon as I get this thing up. Whew, and then I've got other stuff that keeps coming in. My phone is going nuts as I'm doing these streams, and people are trying to contact me, and I'm like, oh, man, I need a break so bad. So this is the break. We're gonna draw some Metroid stuff today, unless someone wants to get a commission done, which would be awesome. Then I can like switch it over, but for the meantime, I'm just making this. This will be nice. It'll calm me down. Regardless, it'll calm me down if I do something for you guys, do something for me. I am just a Metroid freak, and so of course I'm gonna start working on some Metroid stuff. I did, you can see Zero Suit in the foreground, and I'm doing her Gravity Suit in the background, both from Samus Returns. They were both kind of rebranded, and they both look really awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get through this. We were working on this Gravity Suit last time. I did the sketches for both the characters offline. I remember one day, and let me know if the volume's too loud, by the way, on the music. I spent one day with Squad and a couple other people, probably, I think, mods. I don't remember. It's been a while, working on Zero Suit, but it wasn't a stream. And then I might have colored her on stream. I don't remember. But anyway, been a while. But now I'm finally going to be continuing the inks of the Gravity Suit. So excited to do that and dig into this and catch up on the comments. I'm sorry I was missing. By the way, we're listening to Black Mesa's soundtrack. It is awesome. I highly recommend you take a listen to it. The Zen complete version. Whew. I hope it's not too loud. The game does get really, really loud, so I'm gonna try and turn it down even more. It is at 5% max volume right now, and it still sounds loud to me, but hopefully it isn't. Whew. Hey, Shadow Walker. Camera the moment when the stream starts with an ad. What's up? Oof. That's weird. Alex, oh my god, it's James Plays. Hey, I'm doing my channel to its final form. Silphco, it's so amazing to see you. It's been a long time. How you doing? Alright, it's a good thing to do when you need to take a break from something. Acros, Sorotoros. I gotta make sure I say that right. Yes, it is. It's very good to take a break with. I'm gonna lower this. I was normally sitting on a pillow in here to help keep my butt able to do this for so long. But I cross my legs for some reason when I draw, so sitting cross-legged. Can't really do that on my pillow. Music audio is a tad loud. Wow, dude, it's at 5%. How am I gonna get it even lower? I got it at 4. Hopefully that is good, because there's gonna be some loud bits. I'm gonna try and blow off steam by attempting a latch around with a bow. I hope in any game other than World. Because honestly,
Aloha.
like... Aloha!
Your mic is a bit peaky.
My mic is a bit peaky.
Yes, it sounds very weird.
Why are you coming... Hold on, say something again.
Bruh.
Why are you coming through my microphone? That doesn't make sense. You know what? I think, I hope it didn't go through the whole last, the blasphemous thing.
No, it was fine on YouTube. It's just on Discord. It sounds very weird.
Oh, it's just Discord?
Yeah.
Discord sucks then. I don't know.
Do you mind trying something for me?
What's that?
Do you see above, near the button where you disconnect, there's like an icon with like a bunch of lines being crossed out?
Yes. Noise
Try
suppression.
pressing it for. Yeah, let me see if that makes any difference.
Sure, it's in beta, but I'll take it on for you if you want. Alright.
Let's see.
Doobity doobity doo bop, boobity bop.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Alright, cool. So, while I'm here and on my break now, I can lift this up and showcase this. Kim, at work was able to get, some rolls of this obnoxiously bright green vinyl, and, so she brought some home. She asked if I wanted it. I was like, sure, I guess. And she was nice enough to put it up on my those doors behind me. I tried to use it with very little time. If I had more time, it would have been a lot better looking. But I did get a chance to use it in this week's Playing With Myself video. I had like 30 minutes to like film for it. It was, God, that I have never busted my butt harder for a Playing With Myself video than that last one. It was, God, crunch time on top of the fact that I had to do so many new things. Like, what I should have done halfway through it, I was realizing, I should have just done something easy this week. Put this off, the whole Black Mesa Half-Life thing, put it off, do something else. Do something else.
Okay, I think it's better if you turn the noise suppression off, because sometimes it cuts out. But it's so weird. It sounds perfect on stream, but on Discord it's like,
It sucks. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to zoom in here. We're gonna draw, so let's get the inks on the back part of this. And to do that, I'm gonna have to make Zero Suit go away. I'm gonna have to also get a better brush. What is this?
So how is life, Mr. HamsterBomb?
Oh my God, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. But you know what? I'm gonna look at my schedule again, because things just lined up really weird this past week to where, like I said, I had one day off in a long time, and there's a lot of other stuff that I'm trying to get done, like around the house too, and it's just, ugh. And then of course once a week, it normally takes me about 2 days out of the week to get a Playing With Myself video done. And that's like the one video, consistent video that I have on my channel, and I really like making those. They sadly don't get like a tremendous amount of views. I really wish they did. Instead, like this stupid no effort reaction videos, that's what gets all the views. I wish that it was like the Playing With Myself stuff, but still, I'd rather build up like a really cool library of those review videos, and it's something that like I would want to do anyway, even if nobody's watching it. And if that's the case, I just feel like that's what I should be doing then. That's just the best thing to do. YouTube's algorithm just doesn't favor that kind of stuff. YouTube's algorithm favors stuff that upsets people or pushes their buttons, which is really wrong. And I don't like that. So I try and intentionally make videos that are not like that. And yeah, that's how I end up with very few views. I probably could have made, because I've been doing this for like 15 years, YouTube videos. I could easily have made myself into like a massive channel that I worked on full time, and it would have paid itself full time had I actually, like, you know, kind of sold out towards certain audiences. You know, everything Pokemon ever makes is wonderful. You know, these companies can do no wrong, but just, you know, praise people left and right, and pretend like it's my actual opinion, which most people do who do stuff like that. Make overly excited reaction videos where I'm exaggerating and faking it. I could have...
oh my god, Pokemon just released the best update ever, guys!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm sure I could have done that, but, I am happier, much happier, making my, 100 to 200 view count, review videos once a week.
It's
sad,
okay. We
but
still
they're much better.
We still love you, Alex. No homo.
This next week doesn't look so, but I work next Thursday and Friday. So, and Wednesday I already know is out of the question. I'm gonna have to make this next week's playing with myself video. I'm gonna have to make on Monday and Tuesday. I'm gonna make it so early.
Oof.
I wonder what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to drawing now. I'm if you get an idea of how I am right now. This is my first time, because I feel like, how you get that weird sensation, like if you've been running or something, or like nonstop walking for 30 minutes or so, and then you suddenly stop and your body feels like it's still moving, and you're like, stop.
Yeah.
That's how I felt today, and I feel like that right now, and I'm like trying to stop.
I'm trying to mess with the Discord settings, so maybe you sound a bit better from mine, because I can, it sounds like you're screaming into your mic even though you're speaking normally.
You know what, here, what I could try is resetting Discord, so I'll have that offline for just a moment and I'll turn it back on again.
Alright.
I can disconnect and reconnect. Let me try that.
Sure.
Ba-ba-da-bum. And then I reconnected. Do I sound any better?
Nope.
Of course. Alright, I'm gonna completely close it down. You're gonna be quiet for a sec.
Okay, it's okay.
Do you still hear me?
Yes, I do. Oh, wait.
No, you heard me in real time. That was not
Oh
right.
my god, that's so much better.
What is?
You know what I did? I just updated the channel, because the channel was limited to 64 kilobits per second.
Oh! Well... that sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Alright, now...
It still sounds a bit wonky, but at least now I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, I missed a bunch of comments, too. Is the music still loud, guys, or is the music okay? Because I turned it way down. Wish you could say I could fight Elatrion any other game other than World. I can't last against him in Gen. Really? Never got to him in 3U. I would honestly tell you, if you're looking for Monster Hunting to do, play the other games. There's, especially 3U, there's a lot of new, really cool subspecies and monsters you'll see in there that you just won't get to fight anywhere else. I really love 3U too, and 4U is also really great, but Elatrion not in it. Generations, but still, it's worth, if you just wanted to fight Elatrion in literally anything else. I will even say right now, Elatrion is better in Generations than he is in World.
But you didn't like the fight at all in World?
Well, here. If you took out a Scanton Judgment, I love that fight. The only problem I have, he can do a Scanton Judgment if there were something, seriously wrong that you were doing, or maybe he did it one time before dying, like Behemoth, but the thing is, he'll only get away with the full blast if, I don't know, maybe you didn't break his horn first, I don't know, some sort of other requirement so that regular casual players have a legitimate chance at doing it without stumbling online and, having to figure out how to make a perfect build in order to get it to work.
Honestly, I haven't had problems with Eschaton Judgment. I'm like the most casual player in the game, and I haven't had any problems with. Yeah, it's what I did is just gem in a bunch of ice attack. That's it. No. I
going with a group?
No.
Really?
I managed to weaken Eschaton Judgment twice, actually, once.
When I was going with Matt, we would weaken it, but the thing is, eventually, once you get later into the fight, you have to build up your, damage faster, and a Scanton Judgment will stop you at one point. Eventually, it will stop you. I can't really see.
Once I forgot which. I think I face him while he's in fire active mostly. But yeah. I managed. You know how it said the handler says that you've managed to weaken Alatrion's power?
Yeah.
Well, there are two other messages where she says Alatrion's power is weakened significantly, and Alatrion's power is very much weak. Something like that. But there are two other messages where you can weaken one Eschaton Judgment 3 times, basically.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, I managed to weaken it twice.
Oh,
and
you
I was
managed 2
solo.
levels.
Yeah. So I'm not like a hardcore player. I've never faced a Tempered Elder so far. My guiding lands are below level 6, all of them. I just unlocked level 6 actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like a very advanced player, but I still don't have much problems with Alatrion, honestly.
Could you kill him?
That's the problem. His
well,
normal moves.
You're having a problem then. Because here, like...
It's not Eschaton Judgment though that kills me, it's the normal moves that kill me. Because my armor is significantly underpowered. What I think they should do with Alatrion is put an MR cap on him. Make him accessible at MR 99 or something. Because for low MR players, it's a bit difficult.
It doesn't get much easier. But I know what you're saying. People don't just get substantially better armor, though. It incrementally increases. I don't
yeah, but at least you'll have some...
I'm so behind on comments. I'm trying to catch up on these. Oh, I didn't... Oh, you did a Kraid! Awesome, I gotta see that. I've been thinking of doing a Kraid and a Ridley and other stuff. As soon as I'm done with the 2 Samusai. Silver Rathalos is a massive pain, still trying to upgrade my Switch Axe, but I need 1 Silver Wrath Tail and a Wrath Gleam. I kept forgetting to carve his tail, like, every time I fought him. Made me so angry at myself. I'm an idiot. YouTube is doo-doo, it is. If in the chat for MH, for you, even better, Colonel Sanders, why Colonel Sanders? Latrion is 2 quests, were his fire and ice, respectively. Yeah, I found one was much easier than the other.
Yeah, for me the ice is way easier than... the fire is much easier than the ice.
Yeah, fire is much easier than ice.
Yeah.
I'm
but you still,
that,
you still do like Monster Hunter World though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Where did you get the idea that I didn't?
No, it's not that I got the idea. It's just that video you did about the Fatalis. It just seemed like you were so out of it from World. It's probably why you got a lot of hate comments on it. Probably because people, I think, misread what you were trying to say.
Yeah, completely didn't listen to what I was trying to tell.
I got what you were trying to say, but maybe you had a bad day that day and you weren't like very much into the.
The problem was they aired it at like 7 in the morning or something my time. I don't remember, but it was early, and I'm like, I got up for this. Like, then the biggest problem, and I still even right now have a huge problem with that show, was they never showed anything from Fatalis' fight.
Yeah, I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah,
because they don't want to. This is like the final update, and they don't want to reveal too much about it.
That's possible, but I am legitimately concerned about it because of what they did with Alatrion. So I don't trust them to do it properly. I want to see that it looks and plays just fine, and I have nothing to worry about. So the fact that they didn't show me anything other than, ooh, story, cutscenes, which Monster Hunter has a really weak story. We all know that. I don't know why they keep bothering.
It's not that Monster Hunter has a weak story, it's the parts they want to show, which is very weak. Because I've read the actual lore on Monster Hunter, and
the lore is great. And
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like
I love it.
They can write lore, they cannot write characters at all.
Yeah,
and it's sad. I want them to be able to write characters well because I love really well written characters. But sigh, man, it's oof. So hold on. I'm gonna need to, by the time I get to this point, I'm gonna have 4 of those finished. So let me start building these parts up. I'm listening to you. I'm also doing this at the same time.
It's okay. I've made sure to remove most of the comments that were like just making fun of you. I've only left the ones which were genuinely constructive.
And what I did was, I was like, I don't ever just go through troll comments anyway. I'm not even gonna bother. And what I do is I just don't even pay attention to what the comments of the video looks like when I know that it's just trashy trolls that are showing up. And so I just kind of waited until the videos had its fill, because I was busy anyway. I told you how busy my week was. And I just finally logged back into YouTube, and I just shut the comments and the review, the rating thing off. I'm like, there. So the video's still there. Then, you know, I just shut all the trolls up.
Yeah.
So, whatever. But yeah, the mods and stuff are definitely necessary while it's live. So, it's just when I saw that, it was like, wow, just the mods alone picked out, it was like 50-some comments were removed just from mods. Not from, like, the thing picking up, you know, language, which does a terrible job on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah.
It basically just doesn't work. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, so I had, like, you know, an issue, like, you know, my main concern, and they have to know that everyone's main concern right now is going to be the quality of this last monster. You know, like, Vitalis is extremely important to the world of Monster Hunter. He, in my opinion, is like the number 2 most important monster in the franchise, next to Rathalos. If you screw him up, there's gonna be some problems.
But you know, there isn't much you can do about it apart from having faith. I mean, let's be honest.
And I lost so much faith because of what they did with Elatrion, and I watched that on purpose, hoping to see them at least show that they have learned their lesson, and that they're not going to do that. But instead, they hid it, and by hiding it, that only tells me that it does have some sort of gimmick, and they don't want to show us what it is because they know they're gonna get in trouble, and people are gonna be pissed when they see it. Because they showcase.
But let's be honest though, take Elatrion out of the equation. Look at what they did with the rest of the game. You know, it's kind of like
yeah,
the
there
one
was
red
still
herring.
some pretty big hit or miss in the rest of the game, but I know what you're saying.
I mean, for example, Glavenus, they fixed him a lot in your opinion, right?
They did, yeah. I'm not
and Rathalos too.
There, but yeah. Yeah, the Los, yeah, and just in general, anyone who was returning got like some really good upgrades.
So I'm gonna have faith that they're not gonna mess with Fatalis too much, because I have a feeling what Capcom are trying to do. They're trying to find ways to make the game a bit more fresh. You know, not just have everything kitted till it dies. Even though what they did with Elatrion
should be doing that. I agree. That's why, like, I like the idea of a siege fight. Like, here, even though I rip on siege fights, I will tell you that I bet you if I was working with Monster Hunter, I would have totally been down for the concept on paper of a siege fight. I would have been writing it down like, okay, this could really work. We can make this a really cool way to justify fighting really huge or crazy, like, frontier-sized monsters like Dalamadur, stuff that you should not be able to kill in, you know, less than an hour. And on paper, it really should have worked. But unfortunately, I think what they did with it, which was make it so dependent on multiplayer that it basically forces the single players to grind this for hours, and the game becomes just grindy, less fun.
Yeah.
And even though the fight may be fun to play, no fight hit it till it dies will be fun for hours just to get a few parts. So that was just a bad idea in execution. But I'm glad they tried it, because now that they've tried it and failed at it, hopefully, unlike in the past, they will actually try and make it better. Because in the past, what they've done when they realized they did something that was a no-no and it was not good, was they cut it from the game.
Yeah.
So, let's hope.
You know, I also admire Capcom, because I'm very lenient towards them in World, because don't forget, this is their first time on next-gen consoles and PC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a huge step for them
PC
to take.
was the one that gave them trouble. They have developed for Sony before.
PC though.
Yeah, not PC.
Yeah, and don't forget, they skipped 2 generations for Sony.
Mm-hmm. They did.
It was on.
But the thing is, like, but they have still worked with Sony, and there's a big difference of working for a console and actually working for just home computers. Home computers, you're developing for like millions of console combinations, and you need to make sure that your game works with all of them upon launch. It's so much tougher to do that. And, you know, you could be like an indie
And
game.
to make
yeah, but
and to make sure it's actually optimized as well.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because that was the biggest gripe that there was in the Steam. The Steam reviews are terrible, by the way.
Oh, really? That's sad.
Yeah, it's so sad because
they don't deserve
all
that.
you see is people who play like Souls-like games who jump into Monster Hunter.
Oh, they expect it to be Souls-like.
Yeah, but it isn't.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah, they expected because Souls has a much different fighting style than most. Souls is basically roll, backstab, roll, backstab, roll, backstab. That's basically Souls gameplay, while Monster Hunter is more stab, 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 roll, stab, 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 roll. You know, it's much more.
I know what you're trying to say.
You need much more. Yeah, it sounds bad how I'm saying it, but Monster Hunter requires much more active input, in my opinion, than Souls. Souls has like that certain technique to parry and to backstab.
Yeah, Souls is be very, very careful. Don't ever get hit ever. Figure out how to just survive as long as possible. Yeah, it's totally different than what Monster Hunter is. So if people honestly went in wanting that, was here to be fair, was that one of the tags that Steam has for Monster Hunter World?
I need to check.
Because if not, that is their own dumb fault. Music is very fitting, Squad. You're a Lance main. Oh, there's a bunch of comments I missed. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep in on that, but I'm also drawing at the same time. As you can see, I'm doing Samus's back right now. Working on a Gogmazios, trying to fit flying since no one seems to draw it in flight. And it's not easy finding a pose. This one fits on a page as well. Oh, yeah, right. You would need such a huge piece of paper, or you're drawing really tiny, because Gogmazios flying, he doesn't just fly for no reason. He flies when he's pissed and he is burning the world down with tar lasers everywhere. Yeah. So, you gotta...
You know what I loved about Monster Hunter is just how outlandish it is.
Yeah, you know, here, in some ways, absolutely, but there are some where the outlandishness gets too far, and that was clear in Generations to me. Like I don't like the hunter feeling over the top anime. The monsters I give much more credence to, like Gogmazios jumping in the air and just shooting lasers out of his mouth. I find that awesome. When a hunter, you know, invincible dodges something and does some huge glowing slash, I didn't like that in Generations either. It made the game too easy well. It did. I remember playing with Adapt style. It was just so easy to just see a big move coming, and for example, Theostra Supernova. It's meant to scare the crap out of you, but I remember in 4 Ultimate that move, and honestly, I would still say in World they nerfed Theostra hard. In 4 Ultimate, Theostra's nuke was so much bigger and so much scarier because you never knew it when it was going to hit, and that fire around him was so much worse, and the blast around him was so much worse, and he was so fast, and if he was on top of you and at any instant he was ready to blow and your health was not at full HP, or you weren't ready to put your weapon away in invincible dive and just pray, he'd kill you, and it was so terrifying. And nothing feels like that level of terrifying. I'm gonna say outside of like a few monsters in World, but the thing is, like, in 4 Ultimate, only a few monsters were truly that terrifying too. Like Apex Rajang, if we're going to 4. The Apexes in general are pretty darn scary. But still, like, you beat them with skill. You didn't beat them with gimmicks. And nobody likes fighting with gimmicks. You know, think of like Zora Magdaros.
Yes.
What ruins Zora Magdaros is it's a fight of gimmicks.
Yeah.
When ideally, like, on paper, Zora Magdaros sounds amazing. And then you go and you fight it and you're like, it may be cool the first time. You're like, okay, well, the first phase, you're like, okay, this is pretty sweet. I'm running around the back of this monster. I'm blowing stuff up. This is pretty cool. And then the second phase, you realize, oh, this is just, you know, Lao Shanlung again.
Lao Shanglung.
This is what
Lao
nobody,
Shanglung with fire.
This is what nobody liked about Lao Shanlung again.
Yeah.
That sucks. But, you know, really, what can you do? They're legitimately trying stuff though, and I will always give them points for that.
You know, I think what they're trying to do as well is they're trying to make Monster Hunter more difficult without creating artificial difficulty. Like, you know, make his health huge or his attacks one-hit kill you always, you know?
Yeah.
So they're trying to find some way to make him more difficult without being artificially difficult, which I can respect.
Like, there's a lot of things in Shovel Knight, in particular, that I feel like are artificial difficulty. Like, the game itself isn't that bad if you take out knockback. If you take out knockback, that game is suddenly substantially easier. You know, like, most of your deaths in that game are due to knockback. So there's a lot of easy, like, tiny little adjustments you can put into a game and make it feel like it's harder, but it really isn't hard.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, we're kind of talking the same thing here, but just for everybody else, I want to make sure they understand what we're saying. We're not, like, just ripping on games for no reason.
Yeah.
Also, it's another thing that people don't seem to understand about me. Like, if I'm complaining about a game and I'm, like, putting it up to really high standards, is because I respect that game and I want to see it succeed and do better. That's why I always put Pokemon on such a high pedestal, because I've played it all my life and I wanted to make sure that it's something that does better, because...
Yeah, I have a feeling that what puts people off is the tone.
Well, that I know is just the way I talk. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to you now. I've been watching you for 6 years, so I know that when you speak a certain way, I know that you mean different. But newcomers may not know that you actually really like the game and wanted to succeed. And
yeah, and I honestly was like, what are they talking? Why are these people so upset about my reaction videos? Yeah. But that happens. I
mean, every person is different, so you can't really put everyone up to the same standard. That's the problem nowadays. Everyone kind of puts you up with if you're not with me, you're against me standard, and that's just not it.
No, because if anything, I feel like I would actually be a very valuable employee to a company like Capcom or Game Freak. Even just particularly the companies that I criticize the most, I want to work there. What kind of hater wants to work at a company that they criticize?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I want to work there because I see so much potential and I want them to do really well. And they don't. So that's what I really want to jump in there and fix. If I remember how terrified you were when you fought it. Oh, in 4, I remember some fights in the Everwood in particular, which, by the way, if something's coming back in Monster Hunter 6, give me Everwood and give me water. Or give me death. Because, man, that Everwood was so freaking cool. Like, it's like, investigations are a watered-down version of what Everwood was. Everwood was so cool. I like it when a game realizes how over the top they can make it and they go all out on it. I do agree. Sometimes, if it's within reason of the universe, then it's fine.
Hey, sorry I keep bothering you about this, but mind checking something on Discord for me?
Sure, yeah, I was just trying to catch up on comments. Gabriel said
sure.
Only so they could make Lunastra overpowered. I don't think that's true. I think they just wanted to give Lunastra something different, because Lunastra's main complaint, why people hated Lunastra before, was because Lunastra was identical to Teostra. Lunastra was not interesting at all to fight. Nobody wanted to fight it, because the supernovas were identical, everything was identical. And then you go to new Teostra, post 2nd gen, Teostra had Blast. Though I think Teostra didn't show up until Gen 4, but still, skip 3. So, in 4, Teostra got Blast. Teostra was suddenly different, and they thought, well, when Lunastra comes back, maybe Lunastra's just fire or something. But how do we differentiate the two? We can finally give them a difference. That's all they were doing. Teostra was nerfed, that's its own thing.
I hate Lunastra, but I can respect them for trying to make them different.
Yes, and I'm glad, because if they just brought back actual Lunastra, that would basically just be subspecies to the lowest degree of change, where not even the types changed, nothing changed. It's just the color, it's just blue now.
I feel like subspecies done right is something like Coral Pukey Pukey.
Yes, that's a great one.
That's yes. Even though his fight I don't necessarily like that much, I can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
respect.
go fight him for fun or anything, but I love his design. I love the idea of what it is and how they reused, you know, the same character, you know, the creature's muscle and like how it's physically built and how would it live in a new environment. That's what a
Yes,
good
exactly.
subspecies is.
So now with Monster Hunter 6, I want to see way more of that, and
Yes.
you know, I want them to get to a point where all the returning monsters are there, except for a couple that were terrible from the start. Ryankotku.
You know, Yankatku... Did you play the first game?
No.
Okay, in the first game, Yankatku is a threat, but granted, everything is a threat in the first game.
Yeah.
But still, Kutku it fit the aesthetic of the first game. The first game was like, the monsters were like ugly on purpose, and they were like, oh god, and they were like creepy and weird. Kind of like the difference of like old Pokemon to new Pokemon. They weren't like new Pokemon doesn't go for that anymore. Like they favor like super adorable, cute, or like trying to look really cool. You know, it's one of those two.
Yeah.
But old Pokemon had like really weird, ugly stuff, and people loved it. You know, and that's a thing that like it changes with time, and that's understandable. Old Monster Hunter 1, favors weird and ugly and creepy. And that is all what Kutku is. It's also early monster fight, too. You were saying you want me to do something on Discord?
Mind opening user settings for me and go to voice and video.
Yes, just one moment. I'm a little
Sure.
confused on this one turn I gotta make. It looks a little weird. There it goes.
Yeah, because it's stream sounded perfectly fine. It's just Discord that's.
How do I do user settings?
It's the cog wheel icon above the
Edit
next
channel?
to the deafen. Next to the deafen.
Next to deafen.
At the bottom left.
Oh, way down here. Okay, yeah. User settings. Now what?
Voice and video.
Okay.
Do you see automatically determine input sensitivity?
Input device, input volume, mic test, push to talk, video settings advanced, noise suppression's off, noise reduction.
Oh no, you went way below it.
Okay, so
it's like it's below push to talk.
I don't. Oh, automatically determine input sensitivity. Yeah.
Is that ticked on or off?
It's on.
Mind turning it off for me and setting it to.
Okay.
Let me check what.
Let me know. Now it's at minus 60 decibels. Does that sound good? Okay. It didn't actually mess with the stream. Let me know if that screwed with the stream, guys.
It shouldn't. Try setting it to minus 70.
How does that sound?
No, it's minus 60. Minus 60.
So that was worse?
Yeah,
So,
slightly.
Wow, that doesn't make sense. Alright, so am I better now?
Yeah, it's because when you speak.
If I keep going the other way, how about minus 50? That doesn't make
try,
sense.
yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's slightly better.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so 40.
It's because when you speak normally, it's okay, but when your voice goes at a slightly higher pitch, not pitch, volume.
Yeah. How about now? I'm at 40.
It's getting better.
That doesn't make any sense. You know, I'm subtracting decibels and I'm getting quieter. Wait, no, I'm subtracting the subtraction. Double negative, it's a positive gain, so it doesn't make sense. Do your math. Algebra's not hard. I'm gonna do minus 30. This should be ideal then, right? I put it up really high.
It's much better.
Alright, cool. Glad we got that out of the way.
Yeah, I sorry I keep bothering you with it, but...
No, it's okay. If, you know, you don't want to be stuck in there for hours talking to, you know, I hate peaked audio. I get really irritated with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let me see this. It's gonna carry under like that, and then like that.
You know what I really liked?
About what?
Just a thing you did
Just
a while
Dance
ago.
2020. What you liked about Just Dance 2020 was I
The
don't
dancing.
Know, the dancing.
dancing.
Yeah, I couldn't even make a fake reaction, like answer to that because there's few games that I pay less attention to than the Just Dance games.
Save here. I really liked To the Moon.
Oh man, that game was wow.
Yeah, I really love stories like
The best part about that, I don't want to cut you off, but I really wanted to talk about that game, and the thing is, the longer you think about it, and the more time after playing it, you realize so much stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my gosh, like, I need to get back into this. But of course, you know, it's probably best to save that for when I do the Finding Paradise stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just, you know, go back and talk about them. Also, like, there's a lot of stuff that I was even realizing right after it was over, which good thing it was over because I probably would have lost my mind. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. What did I just do? No, leave that line there. Just trying to erase. Anyway, I left a massive comment in that thing after I was done. I have the entire roster in my mind for 6. Thing is, for 6, I still hope that, you know, 30% of it is new, like always. I'd be a little disappointed if
again, I think what they should do is, like, bring a bunch of other fan favorites into the game, then focus on the new stuff.
Seregios, Gore, bring back Frenzy, and
like Icarus.
They bring back the actual Frenzy virus with Frenzy and Apex. Give Apex and, you know, Frenzy to more stuff, and let that, like, multiply out. You know, like how Tempered, you know, like how Tempered multiplies how much more you can get out of Monster Hunter. If you bring that back to the Frenzy Infection, which, like, actually means something in terms of the story, it's not like some made-up difficulty just for no reason, you know, then I feel like you've actually got a legitimate reason to want to investigate these things, and especially in the new Everwood. Okay, for Monster Hunter 6, it sounds like I basically just want 4 Ultimate, but World.
I mean, 4 Ultimate was a gem.
It was. So was 3, though. There's a lot of great stuff that we should have learned from 3 that I really wish were still here.
Swimming.
Leviathans, yes. Anyway, yes, To the Moon was,
yeah, it was amazing.
Incredible. There's so much stuff, too, like, how, I don't even think I talked about it. I don't even know if we did talk about it in the video or not. There's so many things I've realized since then, and I have no idea if I pointed them out or talked to them, because, like, I thought about it and didn't say anything for a lot of stuff in that video. And one of them, I remember, was all the rabbits. And obviously, I'm pretty sure they do point this out. The reason that River was making the paper rabbits was to point out or try and remind, was his name
Johnny?
John? That their real first meeting, which really meant a lot to her, and wasn't the first meeting that he thought it was the one that he forgotten, and she was basically spending all this time and effort trying to get John to remember their real first meeting, where they promised to meet each other back on the moon, which was found in their made-up constellation of a rabbit. So she's trying to show him, you know, hints with the rabbits, and he just thought she was just oddly obsessed with rabbits, which, by the way, the rabbit thing is what threw me off from calling what her disorder was, because I kept comparing those, like, there's something else going on here. This isn't right. And I was like, there's something big. And by the way, I don't want to spoil To the Moon, just in case anybody watching this is like, oh god, To the Moon spoilers. Go watch To the Moon. I don't want to spoil anything. But, like, the one that she's making and her wedding dress were, like, blue and white.
Yellow.
Blue and yellow, right, because they were trying to, she was trying to show, like, you know, the stars in the moon of, like, which parts, like, one was the body, you know, one's the, you know, the stars, just to show, like, you know, just trying to make a hint so that he's, like, trying to get it, because she wants him to remember, she doesn't want to tell him, which is very important for a lot of people, but And
You know,
it's
I
like,
really like love stories like that aren't just, cheesy boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl and stuff like that.
yeah, also there was so much more to it because like I love how they had with the main characters that you're playing
Yeah,
as, who this is their daily grind job and they're just going about their business, and that leaves all of the emotion to you, the player, to go back and go like, "Oh my gosh. Like what are we uncovering, or why do they need this?" And it's just there's so much to talk about there, but yeah, we'll
yeah, but the
probably save
reason
the
why I like
spoiler
To the
stuff
Moon
for
so
the
much is because
Finding
of Johnny
Paradise.
and River.
Yeah, John and River have a really great whole thing, like that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say spoiler by accident.
Yeah,
So.
I want to say several as well, but I want to keep it just in case. You never know. So I haven't gotten. Wait, what do you have? Where's this 6-star? Gotten Hammer Girls, Hammer Quests. Oh, and For You. I don't really remember. A lot of people ask me those kind of questions, like, "Hey, how do I unlock this quest?" And I go, "Dude, I don't know. Just do all of the quests that they asked you to do. Like,
Yeah, just hit it till it dies.
well, then like just go through your quest list. Everything pops up eventually. Just do everything. Talk to everyone. It will pop up. The game is not trying to mess with you." Great, now I just want to talk about To the Moon, but I probably shouldn't. Fought Braki and Darin, but they're still listed as urgents. Yeah, you'll still see urgents that reappear sometimes. 4 did that. I appreciated that, having that option. Like a cycling urgent. They did that especially in the ending with like the quest where you can go back to the battle quarters and fight an Apex monster. That was fun. And that was another thing, like, in the Iceborne new thing, or like, if it wasn't just meh, it was like, why wasn't that in the game the whole time? Which was like the other thing, which is go back to the battle quarters like area. Now you can fight other monsters there. Why wasn't that just a thing? Because like you go to that stage and you're like, oh cool, they're gonna use this for other fights later, like the battle quarters, and then nothing ever happens. Nothing comes of it. Like, so it just,
Yeah.
you don't just take stuff out of a game and then add it back in later, or finally get the time to develop it and expect me to be excited when it was something that should have just been there. You know, that doesn't excite me as a player. It just makes me go, finally? And that's not exciting.
Yeah.
Alright, this kind of cuts like here. By the way, I'm looking at a picture. I had the image up before in the previous stream, but I was not using Streamlabs OBS, which, by the way, I'm still not able to, as you can tell, stream on Twitch as well as YouTube simultaneously. I used to do both. The problem right now, the current issue, is that as far as I can tell, since YouTube changed how its streaming works, it basically, I think I remember telling you guys about this. YouTube recently forced us into this new beta that nobody wanted of this new way to stream. And it sucks. It really doesn't work that well. And in the end, I'm getting used to it. But the real problem is that Restream, what I was using to split my stream so that half of it goes to YouTube, other half goes to Twitch so that both can see me. Restream does not know how the new code for the YouTube thing works, and it just doesn't do anything. So that absolutely sucks. So I basically can't stream to both. YouTube made me choose, and of course, I was like, well, if I have to pick, I'm gonna pick YouTube, even though I was trying to build up Twitch for a long while. Keep working on it, and stuff happens each time. We need one of these. Yeah, it goes about there. Oh, sigh. Oh yeah, and then I got all these lines that go down the chest. I just keep drawing and get caught up in different positions. This back is very detailed for this tiny little 3DS modeled character that you never get to see all this detail on. So Squad, were you there for To the Moon, or were you watching it back later? I think you were there for some of it.
Yes,
right?
I was there. I was studying while I was watching
yeah.
the stream.
I don't know how you managed to study during that.
I just did. I have no idea either.
Because that's one of those games that's like, you try to not pay attention for a minute, and then as soon as you do, you look back and you're like, what? Say that again?
Yeah.
And you're like, did I hear that right? There's still lots of odd stuff that, you would think, like, you'd pick up on faster, but it's just so weird. Like, like the platypus, you keep thinking like, oh, it's just a platypus, it's funny, and then, like, you get back later and you're like, oh my gosh, I realize what's going on that I can't say.
Yeah, it's like, the best way I can describe a game like that is nostalgic. It just fills me with a sense of nostalgia. I don't know how to explain it.
That's odd. I don't know if that's the correct word you're trying to use.
Just the feeling I get from it is very similar to nostalgia.
Okay. Happy place.
Yes, that's it. It's a
Okay.
happy place.
Happy place. This kind of went over too. It's the first time we're doing one of these, and I'm not playing obligatory Metroid music. Oh, you know what? Why you would not have wanted me to do a reaction video of the Mario 35th thing. Because, no joke, while I'm watching it, for first, about 2 out of the 5 reveals they did, I misinterpreted what I thought they were going to showcase, and in the end I was like, oh, well, that's cool too. So, of course, even if you just say, that's okay, that's enough, you might as well have just said, I hate this, no one should like it. But anyway, like, I misinterpreted. At first I was like, oh god, no, please don't tell me this new toy Mario Kart thing is actually Mario Kart 9. I'm gonna be so mad. And it wasn't. I was like, oh, well, that's cool too. And of course, like, that's bad enough. And then when they first showed off Mario 64 on the Switch, I was thinking, like, okay, this could easily be that rumored 35th, Mario 3 All-Stars, which it was. But at first, my first gut reaction was, oh my gosh, are we finally getting Nintendo 64 on Nintendo Switch Online? No. And if anything, then I was thinking through the rest of it, because it was all leaked, I was thinking like, oh no, now that they're charging for Mario 64, they're not gonna give us Mario 64, which means they're not gonna give us Nintendo Switch Online.
Honestly, I'm not
64 games.
that's much into Mario and stuff like that.
But what was the other oh, and of course, the biggest, I was getting back around to this. The biggest thing was, as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, cool. The rumors were true, and all the rumors this year were cycling around several games. It was that Breath of the Wild 2 was delayed, and it was that, which it basically has, we haven't heard anything about it. It was that Mario was getting a big 35th anniversary thing with a bunch of stuff, and some new ports of, they even named which games. Pikmin 3 was coming to the Switch, and I think they leaked something else. But anyway, the other one with all of that stuff was always, there is a new 2D Metroid game coming to the Switch releasing this year, and it relates to Fusion. And I'm like, give it to me!
Yeah, the mic on Discord kind of like gave up. All it sounded like was a train.
That's what I sound like right now, though. It didn't get that wrong. So, like, the thing is, that Mario video would have turned into Metroid! Metroid! So that's why nobody would have wanted to watch it. It's just me going, Metroid! Ah!
Your mic is going crazy on Discord.
Discord, why is it always you? You can't handle my voice.
I don't know why it's acting up so much on Discord. I wish I can tell you how to fix it, but I don't know how.
Yep. I mean, I got a nice mic, though there's some times where it'll randomly act up really weird. Though the times it's acting up really weird is my streaming software, usually. I've had very rare cases where it did something weird in a recording. and there was no fixing it, which that's always fun. Which Twitch directs you towards these days are games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Fortnite. Yeah, right. Cancer the game. Alex, you are totally in glute territory at this time. Oh, well, I was in glute territory. So, you know what? That's another reason why I wasn't streaming me drawing Zero Suit. Because I didn't want comments like that. You gotta respect this hunter. Samus would beat the crap out of all y'all. That's why Samus is the best all the time. And should be given all the monies. Actually, did I finish the back of this? Okay, I think we did. So the whole chest...
You know, I have a feeling you like Metroid.
You know, a little...
Yeah.
Way too much, yeah. Not to mention the toxicity there is 10 times worse than YouTube, it feels like. You know, I don't know about that here. Like, toxicity, I have noticed just from being an old geezer and noticing in lots of different... There's nothing hee-haw about geezers. That's a southern... Oh, whatever. Anyway,
yeah, but I just like saying hee-haw.
You do. The toxicity, I feel like, is specifically attributed to how large a fan base is. Because the bigger it is, of course, the better chance of having jerks in there. But the thing is, the silent majority is usually just like people like us who are just like, oh, well, sure, I don't care, you know, this is fine. Or like, oh, I like this is fine. I don't have to like rub it in people's faces or tell people about everything. And most people are like that, but the thing is, there's a few trolls in every group, say like maybe 1 out of 10. But then if you multiply, you know, chances 1 out of 10, now you've got 1 million people. You know, that's a lot of freaking trolls. So, that just kind of happens, you know. I'm still trying to catch up on these comments. Can you draw you fighting Gormagala? That would be really complicated. Actually, that's a really tough one. I would, commission maybe, but not like just for funsies. I have my comic to do too. Amanda loves to play Mario 64 on Switch. The upscale looks really nice. So same for Sunshine. The 16:9 ratio for Sunshine. Oof, that almost justifies buying it. Mario Metroid Prime 4, where art thou? Wish I could hear the peaking mic. You know, Prime 4, I'm fine with them taking a long time. They're doing a lot of expensive hires for that game, so I'm hoping it's going to turn out tremendously. I will be patient for that one. It's the 2D one I want. If anything, I actually love 2D Metroid a little more than 3D Metroid. But they're both outstanding. HamsterBomb, what monsters do you want to see in the possible new Monster Hunter? We were actually just talking about that earlier. Leviathans. I'll just say that in general. But alas, I had to cancel my Bomb Squad Elite thing because someone's trying to hack into my account and family's credit cards. Oof. Yikes. Dude, that sucks. You should still have it for the month, though. If Patreon still charged you, you still have it for the month. You can jump in if you want. I've been too busy to play games since before Raging Brachiosaurus Furious Raging were released, and now Nintendo is releasing the Mario All-Stars. Still gonna buy it though. If you want to buy that, you have to buy it very soon because they're only selling it for so long, which is scummy, and I can't believe they're doing that. But money, and honestly, I think they're just trying to drive their final quarters of 2020 up because everyone's kind of down this year on money, understandably, but for some reason, and I cannot see inside of her like join in this picture. For some reason, Nintendo feels the need to like show this off to their investors. You're like, hey, look, we still made a bunch of money this year. You know, that's not right. You know, just put the game out, let people buy your product. Basina, hey, how you doing? As soon as I get it all clear, I'll resubmit to that tier. I want serpents to... I had a credit card problem, too. I probably shouldn't tell anybody about it because it's a credit card problem, but yeah. I want serpents to the new monster game. You know, like, I really like Najarala, but I feel like they could have done him so much better. He did, you know, in World, Najarala would be amazing if he could interact properly with the environment everywhere he goes. You know, like how Fang Wyverns can bounce on the walls and all that stuff. He needs a lot more of that because his animations feel very stale, and he's very predictable. Dalamadur and the Fated 4. Dalamadur, yeah. The rest of the Fated 4, I really don't want Mizutsune. That bubble thing is so stupid, and it changes its fight here. If they get rid of it and just make Mizutsune water, and kind of make him a little tougher, Sure, but he needs a lot of work. As soon as I canceled it, I lost Bomb Squad Elite. Oh, really? Oh, you... Shit, it still won't work. Did you get it for this month of September? If it's September, then yes. You're gonna buy Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I don't have that kind of money. I would love to, but I don't have that kind of money. We already have a snake in Monster Hunter. Laviente, that thing. Yes, I know that thing. Yeah, Nodrell would be great too. Is one of the monsters with a skeleton. Nodrell is super annoying. He is. It's also a limited time. I had a problem with Nadja. Yeah, honestly, if I just had like an extra, I don't know, $600, I could spend it all immediately on games that I really want, either right now or to pre-order. Hold on, this is the... That should probably just be the yellow part. Hi, squad.
Hello.
What you doing?
I'm messing around on Escape from Tarkov right now.
What is that?
Remember when we saw the... I doubt you'd remember it, because it was like a very vague game, but remember when we were watching the game reveal live stream? There was like a
Which
realistic...
one? There was a lot.
Oh, I forgot which one it
Do you
was.
know which one? Was it
It's
an indie
basically
game?
basically a very realistic shooter.
Oh, yeah. I'm never really interested in those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kira Pecker would be amazing. I don't know why he's not here. Yeah, continue. Sorry. I was not distracted.
Yeah, I had a feeling he wouldn't like it.
No.
But recently I've just been trying to grind away at studying, and I just needed something to blow some steam off from.
Understandable.
Exams are tough.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not fun.
No. I have another exam today week.
Exam for today week.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, this is the back. I need the back.
I have my biology exam. Woo!
Woo-hoo! Yeah. Wait a minute.
So sorry if I don't speak or anything, it's just I don't want to interrupt you while you're in the middle of a sentence or something.
It's okay. I am used to people interrupting me and treating me like trash.
I don't treat you like trash.
Gotta continue.
But yeah, I actually had I remember it very vaguely. I don't remember it at all. I had a dream about...
I remember very vaguely. Actually, I don't remember it at all.
I had a dream
honest,
about...
I'm lying.
Yeah. I had a dream on To the Moon, sorry. I forgot.
Say that again?
I just had a dream about To the Moon.
Oh, I thought you said a dream on Dream on to the Moon.
Yeah, I messed that up so
Aerosmith
much.
to the Moon. Or something like that.
Yeah, it was a nice dream.
I would hope so. Because there are some weird parts of that game. Like we have to fight off zombies while throwing plants at them.
Oh, that was just a Plants vs. Zombies reference.
I know.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, there were several other, yeah. Didn't I say that, or, I don't know. I guess
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. I like messing with people, if you didn't get that.
Yes, it's a fun thing to do. You know this should be pointier.
Especially when they explode.
When people explode when you yell at them?
Yeah, that's the best.
Speaking of exploding, what did you think of Blasphemous?
I really liked it. I missed a lot of it because I had to go and midstream, but I actually bought it.
Yeah, oh, it's crazy cheap right now.
Yeah, it's like 10 euros or something.
Yeah. Also, the game's just it just plays really well. It's also it's kind of Hollow Knight-y, but you're also really heavy, you know, which feels pretty good. And I was reading some of the stuff after I was done. Apparently in the tips section, if you attempt to do what is the Hollow Knight's pogo attack, and you're trying to attack down, you're holding down while you attack, he'll still attack forward, but if he is falling, he will bounce upward if he hits something. He'll like use that to leap up, and you can do that 2 times before touching the ground again. So, things that just made me go, But it seemed useful. It certainly seemed useful.
Yeah, it does.
Man, I am missing so bad on all these comments. He would just spam the move where he coils you if you're not using a glaive. Get out of the coil 75% of the fight. Yeah, but you can see what I was saying. Naja could really benefit from a new animation set. I don't see a Patreon notification in my email, so it probably didn't get charged yet. Yeah, so if you didn't get charged for the month, then it will take it from you. But, oh, you just missed it. That's why. I think you missed the whole month. That stinks. Yeah, because it's just the bad timing. Yeah, you need 2 games to buy, 1 for the play the game and 1 for selling like $300 or something. What's Blasina talking about? I can get out the coil with everything except lance, gun lance, and bow guns. Yeah, it is kind of annoying when he does that. Yeah, I'm no longer in Bomb Squad Elite. Oh well, there's to do is wait like Garbodor. What? To me, the coil move is free hits. Kind of is. He heard Dream On and the Moon while playing To the Moon, also on the Moon.
Yeah, it's like 10 in the evening for me here, so I might be messing up my words soon.
You are messing up your words now, sir.
Yes, I am, sir.
Why was that a depressing thing?
I don't know. I try to fill the void by crying. It's
we all give that a shot every once in a while.
Yeah, it's a rather effective defensive mechanism.
It still won't make 2020 go away.
I mean, only 3 months left now.
Yeah, but the problem is, then it'll be 2021.
Yeah, imagine waking up. Imagine waking up on the first day of 2021 and just seeing a big title screen saying tutorial complete.
Or just
man, what hasn't happened this year?
Oh my gosh, Kim showed me this hilarious meme. Have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
No.
Oh, dang it. Okay, watch it. You will love it. It's hysterical. It's basically a horror comedy, and I will not tell you any more than that. Just watch it. Don't ask questions. You'll love it. But anyway, there's this great meme that people are using for 2020 now, and it's like these guys gather around a whiteboard, and they're like taking bets of like awful things, and so Kim showed me, it was like this meme attached at the bottom of this article, and the article was like, I'm paraphrasing, these numbers aren't going to be right. It's like, 2 scientists managed to bring 23 pig brains back to life. And like the scientist meme at the end, it's like, all right, who had zombie pigs for August?
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that one. Oh, man.
God. Cameron, don't say that word! We'll get demonetized. Did the music stop? Yeah, we ran out of musics. Oh, no, we didn't. It's just really, really quiet. Don't say that word, Cameron. That's a no-no word.
Yes, just say the big no-no.
The big no-no. Y'all know the big no-no, right?
The big no-no.
Blasina, don't say that word either. They're all no-no words. Like, no joke. YouTube tracks that kind of stuff, and they go after me for other people saying this stuff. It's just wrong. Like, we were complaining about that in Blasphemous, where like, yeah, YouTube is more concerned about like, you know, people talking about like a particular no-no thing or a nipple, as opposed to what I was doing all last stream, violently slashing open, you know, people, blood and guts everywhere.
Yeah, and then putting the blood of the fallen in your helmet and wearing it over your face.
That, however, that's fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
You know, but what you need to do when there's a female nipple in the game, you just censor it with a male nipple.
It was a male nipple?
Yeah, you can't tell the difference, and technically it's censored, so
yeah, but
win-win.
I can't censor anything on a live stream, though.
You can if you believe hard enough.
No, you can't. It's not even funny. You can't. I really wish I could. Because, like, there's some bits in, like, a live stream where I lost the entire live stream monetization because one stupid thing. And I'm concerned, like, am I not going to be able to stream, say, Cyberpunk 2077? You know, because...
You should be able to stream it. I don't think you won't. A lot of people will be streaming the game, so I doubt YouTube will be going out.
They're not gonna like demonetize everything, because there's gonna be everything you can possibly get an M rating for. What was my Witcher thing?
I mean, did your Witcher? Did you ever live stream Witcher? Wait.
I did once, yes, but I was just out in the wild fighting stuff. There were some gory kills, but there was never anything like, you know, no sleeping of any women. There was no nipples I had to censor. There were a lot of topless women in Witcher to censor. And there's some that are just like in the background of gameplay, and I'm like, dang it! Because it's so hard to track that stuff because I'm moving the camera around. And as I said, there's a lot of topless women in Witcher. I just heard keyboards tapping really fast, or people are like, gotta watch this game.
No, I was messaging my friend. I swear, I can send you a screenshot.
Don't believe you.
I just, because my friend just messaged me and he asked me if I wanted to join Tarkov with him, and I just told him I'm in a call with you.
He was caught with his pants down.
No, I'm gonna send you a screen. I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
Do it, do it, boy. Here, I sent you a screenshot.
I don't need a screenshot. If I never share it with anybody else, they'll never know that you were telling the truth. So I'm never going
I will send it in public chat.
Dang it.
Damn it. Why is my keyboard failing me?
Right, I know, you just typed in Witcher 3 all sex scenes as fast as you could, and it still didn't come up with anything.
Witcher 3, sexy sex stuff.
And then the penitent one realized, oh crap, blood is like water and I can't breathe in my helmet. I have the Witcher, so yay free material. The Witcher is the only one I did a video on. I'm sure you weren't talking about 1, were you? Because Witcher 1 is a legitimately great game. It's just also terrible at the same time.
I still have yet to catch up with those playing with myself. I watched like a bunch a while ago. I saw the first Monster Hunter one. Hilarious.
How far behind are you? I make one a week and they're only like 10 minutes long.
I know.
I work so hard and yet nobody watches my videos.
I was messaging my friend Cameron.
No, he wasn't. Just to squad.
Hey,
okay, my boy.
Hey, don't you point fingers at me, Cameron. You remember the quiz.
I still have not seen this thing, but I don't really think I want to.
No, don't. Don't. Trust me.
And here's where the stream gets weird. No. We can unweird this. We can unweird this.
Kittens.
I love kittens. Kittens are great. Just kidding. I hate cats. I don't hate cats, honestly. I know that I say that a lot as a joke, but cats hate me. I'm just like one of those people, like a Witcher. You walk into a room, the cats hiss, they stand up on end, and they like run away, or they like scratch me, and they're like... It's all cats. Because some people are always like, my cat's not like that. My cat's cute. He loves everybody. And then I go see their cat, and he like jumps on my lap. They're like, see, he's nice, and he takes a piss right on me. He's never done that to anyone ever before. And then he like starts clawing at my legs. I'm not doing anything to this animal. Why do they all hate me?
My cat is the most precious thing on this planet.
My cat.
Yeah,
is
my
dead.
cat. She's sitting under the monitor right now. Just chilling.
Thought it would be a huge thigh. Let's fix that.
Huh?
Caught your attention, huh? With
Did
huge
you
thighs?
Are you saying thigh or sigh?
Thigh.
Oh, thigh.
That's what I'm drawing. Except it's in a bit of a mech suit. Whoa, what happened?
Ooh boy, robot thigh is my favorite.
Photoshop done did a mess. Oh god.
Yeah, my Photoshop's also messed up. I think it might be something you'll have to help me with. I think it's because I
Mine's
recently
freezing.
got a second.
Mine's freezing is what I meant. What's wrong with yours?
What I think the problem is, I recently got another monitor, and its resolution is higher than that of the monitor I used to use.
Yeah.
So
That does
when I
affect
use my
Photoshop. You need to go into the settings and actually tell it what the resolution of your monitor is.
yeah,
And that should... You can also tell it the actual dimensions of your monitor, and that way when you open up something and you look at the rulers are actually, like, to scale and they're accurate. Because otherwise you're looking at, like, this is an inch, but it's not an inch. Yeah, everything broke. Photoshop is kind of busted right now.
yeah, but over here we use the metric system.
Use the metric system, huh?
Yes, indeed we do.
Yeah, well, I think I have it pulled up right now. No, that's not metric. I'm looking at those are inches. This is just freaking huge because I made like a 1620 out of this thing.
Yeah, this monitor is amazing. It's a curved monitor, and its resolution is 2560 by 1880, I think,
Wow.
or something along those lines.
Mine actually is a curved monitor too, but it's not that big and it is kind of old. It was like, I don't know what the actual resolution on this thing is, but my other monitor is technically a TV. So I never put anything, I never look at that one to work from because the colors are wrong. I hate that. You know how like colors are wrong on a technical TV and not a monitor? I never understood that. Drives me nuts.
Also, if you hear gunshots or something from my end, just tell me and I'll lower the game's volume.
Right, gunshots from your end, and it has nothing to do with the domestic abuse. It has everything
wink.
to do with the game. Which, by the way, I
Wink,
feel kind of
wink.
bad about like not getting a chance to get into what was it? Was it necrosis or narcosis or
I think it's Narcosis.
narcosis? That
Yeah.
that horror one. It was a few bucks, so I mean, like I'm glad we threw that at it while we had. Actually, I think it was only like 2 or 3.
Oh, you didn't get to buy it?
Oh no, I did. Yeah, because you donated for it, and I was like, okay, cool. That is now in our library of stuff to get to. And then same for like No Man's Sky, but I would love to be able to stream it. I just am having issues with that. And then there is God. What else did you guys get for me? Oh yeah, you got Dishonored.
Dishonored, yeah.
Yeah, so those
I
are.
can't.
I'm not forgetting about those, but I just wanted
No,
to
it's
point
okay.
out that like I had so many other things that I bought for the channel that I wanted to play, and if I don't get to those, I'll feel like the whole, I don't know, something's gonna be really screwy if like I don't get to show off the stuff that I particularly planned to do with you guys.
It's
So I was
okay,
like,
it's
okay,
okay.
we need to do Blasphemous. It's not that long, let's just do Blasphemous. They're good
It's alright.
guys, but they're not.
I ju-
Chun-Li's thighs.
I just can't wait to see you play Dishonored. I loved it so much.
I want to see why you love it so much. Without
It's
spoiling anything, of course.
no, I'm not. It's like it's not really complicated. It doesn't have anything that makes you go, aren't. I
That
really
didn't
have
make
to
it
be
sound very good.
I have to really see how I describe it because I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Okay. So it's the story is what
Yeah, it's the story and the gameplay as well. The gameplay is just so creative on how you can do a certain task or something.
This sounds
It's
very
just-
Metal Gear to me.
Yeah, I think because it. I
Is
mean,
it first person?
no, yes, it is.
Dang it, I'm gonna get so sick. I get so
Uh-huh.
nauseous with these. How many hours is it? Do you know?
Let
If
me
you don't
check
know off
how
the
much
top
I
of your
have.
head, you can look up. This website is like awesome. It's called How Long to Beat.
I can like check my Steam library. It took me like 15 hours to complete it.
I feel like that should have overlapped on here, but I'm gonna keep it as armor. I can't really tell. Oh, it took you 15.
Yes.
That is probably gonna be about as long as what Black Mesa was. I'm guessing.
Yeah, something like that.
When your thighs are so thick that they remold the armor plates. The armor plates are shaped like that. I'm drawing from an image. I would show the image, but I would have to stop everything I'm doing in order to get it to show up. So we not gonna do that. There's a line here.
If you hear me gasp or something, it's probably because a Russian just comes up to me from a stairway and starts yelling at me in fluent Russian.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Like this. Like what just happened. Yep.
I just heard you put down that poor Russian. You know, that reminds me. I heard like was it the new Call of Duty got like a bunch of, or maybe it was the last one, got like a ton of crap for, and inevitably this is just gonna happen, where wherever they decide to go, they villainize that entire part of the world by making them the bad guys. And I think Russia was the last one, and it pissed off so many Russians.
I have no idea. To
Okay.
be honest.
Yeah.
I have the latest Call of Duty, but I don't know if they villainize the Russians or not. I don't really play Call of Duty for the story mode.
It's just wait, and if they ever do China, you will hear about it. I'm just like waiting.
If they ever do.
Yeah, if they ever do China. I would love to see one where they do America, but they make it here, and of course they're not going to do that. For the same reason they're never going to do China, because they don't want to lose out on that market. That market is too huge. So you can't vilify your actual audience. But the thing is, that makes interesting gameplay for me. Make me feel like the bad person, and I will care more about the characters and want to justify what's going on. But, you know.
Poor Russians.
Money. I honestly do feel really bad for the Russians. They get so much crap.
Yeah, it does.
But also, at the same time, like, they got really poor leadership, too, that they're really stuck with. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't be talking about that. Are we gonna get attacked by YouTube for... Man, this stream, they're gonna kill me.
Yeah. See, then they're gonna hide the body real well.
Yeah, what
And
more can
nobody
I possibly say that would piss off, like, literally everybody?
Something about masks or something.
Oh my goodness. I'm working in retail, and you would not believe how many people here just will not put the freaking mask on.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can't say it just affects you, it affects everyone around you, so that's like
Yeah,
the
the
most
reason you're
selfish
wearing
thing.
the mask is because it only affects people around you. The mask doesn't stop anything
It's
for
just
you
so-
at all.
So selfish and self-absorbed to say my body, my choice when it's not.
Yeah, right. It isn't, and that's why the CDC in like every part of the world mandated this thing.
Yeah, here it's illegal.
It should
It's illegal to go outside without a mask, I believe.
really should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it is here too, but no one's enforcing it because the biggest problem... Oh, here we go. Now we're really getting everyone mad. The biggest problem with this country is misinformation and how we have, like, opposing sides that want to, like, believe everything that one group of misinformation givers give out, and then the other side points out how obviously flawed that misinformation was, and then gives out their own misinformation, which the other side can give, and then they just hate each other. So we've got, like, a bunch of people who don't want to enforce stuff because they believe it isn't real, and then a bunch of other people who hate those people. It's just...
Yeah.
People.
Honestly, I think the majority of the problems that arise today is because we give idiots the chance, the platform for them to speak on. Whereas
that is a thing, but at the same time, you gotta remember, not everyone is that stupid to believe it, but you're giving idiots the ability to find other idiots.
yes,
The number of idiots has not changed. I don't believe that the number of idiots has changed.
they're just unified now.
Yes, and the thing is, you can't talk sense into an idiot because they're an idiot. They just don't want to listen to other people. So the problem is
so messed up.
Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta also remember, to make you feel a little bit better, idiots are loud about how much of an idiot they are, and intelligent people are quiet. They don't go out of their way and like try and, you know, if we were talking about the mask thing, if they had a legitimate, smart reason for not wearing a mask, which, by the way, you don't see any intelligent people not wearing masks.
Exactly.
Wow, what a weird coincidence that is. Then, you know, they don't go around parading their idea to other people. They just do it because they know it's right.
Yeah.
You know, wonder if that would actually cut in like this instead. Man, the music in Black Mesa is really good. Did anybody actually watch that video I worked so hard to get up today? Anybody?
I was thinking of watching it tomorrow, because I was gonna watch it, but then you started streaming, so I watched the live stream.
I sabotaged my own. Yeah. This was the only time I could stream. I usually don't stream when I'm like, okay, I feel like streaming today. I'm like, oh, finally, I have a day where I can stream. That's all it is.
It's okay. We appreciate your streaming efforts.
Welcome to the USA. No one cares. You're wrong, and we want to kill everyone who isn't us. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just excited for exams to end. Man, exams suck.
Yeah. I'm wondering if... Ooh, that wasn't quite right. Okay. Though that's supposed to be much thinner up there. Probably should have thinned it out. Just like a orb or something on that side. Can't quite see it from here. And that's that part of the leg. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what the knee pads look like, or the front of the knee. Let me, Oh, I see. There's this huge spike thing that comes up. Oh god. Save. Just keep saving. Every time it goofs like that, I don't want to keep refreshing like I had to before.
Oh, Destruction died with a smile on his face. Or...
Okay. Oh, the game. Like,
yes.
What are you talking about, Squad?
I thought it was pretty obvious I'm talking about the game.
No, I forgot what you were doing.
No.
I'm very focused on this, like trying to finish, because then I can start blocking in colors. Inking takes me so much longer than, you know, just the rest of this. Oof, okay. Oh, there's also those huge things on the wrist. Do I even see those? Oh no, because there's only the one side with the wrist. Huh. Right, because you only gotta do that once. One reason, you know, I would love to write a Metroid comic, because I feel like there's so much there. It's like kind of like Monster Hunter, except if Monster Hunter, you know, okay, here, think pre World Monster Hunter, where they weren't trying to tell a story and it was terrible. Metroid has so much lore to it, and it tells its story through that is so interesting, and there's so much to it that, like, I just really want to see, like, them tell a good story with it, and I really want to do it. And I don't want to draw it because this is hard. Look at all this. Granted, this would probably only be like cover art for how detailed Samus needs to be all the time. Probably make like a much simpler suit for a comic, but still. Veneri's base friendship is 0. I'm gonna be at this for hours. Yeah, it's stupid, man. Friendship evolutions are stupid. They're stupid. I am, like, so tired of those friendship evolutions, especially having to do it for a Munchlax. I basically devalued that Pokemon to do it for so long. So stupid. Anyway, let's get this big, just gonna try and connect these properly. I think that was like Ascension or something like that. That just
friendships evolutions are basically, but the real Pokemon were the friends we made along the way.
I just hate friendship. It's just like the friendship gimmick is just to waste your time. Now, back in like Gen 2, if you think about it, they were trying to justify how baby Pokemon didn't exist over in Kanto. Because in Soviet Kanto, there is no friendship, only hatred. No, it's just like, it's something new that you can do over here. And like this, we figured out how this Pokemon turns into that Pokemon. You know, and the breeding exists over here, which is why you weren't able to get the babies over there. But ever since Gen 2, they just stopped caring, and they just were like, whatever, here's a new Pokemon.
His name is Cuddles.
His name is Cuddles, and he frickin' loves you. It's about where that thing goes. I'm now sketching with inks. That's how lazy we're getting here. When I did Omega Ridley, the mechanical parts took a while. Luckily, I didn't plan on doing Samus or her suits. Samus and her suits, though, are the best.
Did you ever get to finish your PC?
Building the PC?
Yeah.
I never got that graphics card, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, actually,
but, I mean,
that might be a good thing.
So
that might be a good. That might be a good thing, actually.
Why's that?
Nvidia just announced their new graphics cards.
Yeah, I heard about that. There's so many memes about it. Like that it works for Nilfgaard. Have you seen that?
Oh,
like the fan looks exactly like the Nilfgaard logo from Witcher. Anyway, yeah. So what's so great about this new graphics card?
Well, the 3070 is basically like the one you were gonna get, but I think it's like it might be cheaper.
Really?
It's like I have to check the price.
And also, even if it would run on my machine.
And I think it.
Because
I have to check.
That's the thing. I have an AMD board. Can you put an NVIDIA in that?
Yeah, the graphic card you were gonna get was an NVIDIA.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I totally don't remember. The card I have right now is an AMD.
Let me check. I need to check.
What does this ball look like?
Yeah, this graphics card, the new one, you are gonna get the 2070 Super, RTX 2070 Super.
27. Yeah, I remember. I was reading about that. People were complaining. They were like, "Great, I just bought a 2070, and now they just this same day announced a 3070." So yeah. Good thing I didn't. I would have been in that camp.
Yeah. So I believe, I'm not sure, I might be wrong, but I believe that the new graphics card costs as much as the 2070, but it runs as good. It runs as well, if not better, than the RTX 2080 Ti. which was like the top of the line RTX graphics card
That's nice.
for
I appreciate
Nvidia.
that our technology is increasing this quickly, that I can patiently wait. Because honestly, that's the thing, like, I don't have the funds for that. And even if we had funds on the channel, there's so many other things that I really want to get for the channel first over that. If we were able to afford, you know, going that route, then I totally would. But, you know, we just don't right now.
Let me check how much it costs for you.
Sure.
The 3070 costs like $500.
It's pretty good for a card like that, though.
Yeah.
That's that great.
Yeah, it looks pretty well, nice.
Pretty well nice.
I was trying to say pretty well, but then I realized that it sounded so wrong, so I tried to switch it up, but I ended up saying pretty well nice. This is the struggle of being bilingual.
No, I do that in English. I've said some really, really bad, awful, accidental things because of that problem. I remember once, I was trying to say, I was between saying for the fun of it or for the heck of it in my head, and it came out combining those two words, and it was not good.
Oh no! Oh no! That sounds amazing though.
No, it wasn't, because I was talking with my my little sister.
Oh.
I was like, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
And of course, nobody believes you after that point when you're like, why would I want to just no?
At that point is the point of no return.
No. God, they make good music for this game. Really good music.
Music is good.
It is. I'm just completing the decks, man. Have no intention of raising this thing. Yeah, me and Cute Charm. Just trade. Weren't you playing, which game was it? Too lazy. Besides, none of my friends care for a low punny. The ones I got in Gen 4 is prepared for a Cute Charm run on Heart Gold as soon as I get it working. Alex, I audibly said it out loud. What your combined word? Yeah, that's this new invented combined word. It's a new word. It means it's a combination of the word fun and heck. It's heckin' fun.
Yeah, heckin' fun.
We should stop just before we accidentally go too far. This stream has enough reasons for YouTube to hate me. Let's not edge it along.
Yeah, I am so constantly worried. Every time I'm on stream that I'll accidentally say something.
Some people have, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh no, now what am I supposed to do?
Oh yeah, I think you just awkwardly stand there and pretend like you didn't hear anything. It's amazing.
I have to, because like here, if I point it out, then it's in the stream, and I can't do anything but go back and clip that part out, and then say someone's watching, you know, a clip of me playing something, and all of a sudden it just snaps to something else, you know? And
yeah, I remember who you're talking about.
Oh, I don't remember. It's happened several times. Wait a minute. Does this really coil like that? I don't think so. It's more like that. Gosh.
But I try so hard.
To
not say anything.
Yeah, it's. Oof. Well, it's only hard when you're conscious of it.
Yeah, it was honestly. I was gonna slip up once, but I stopped myself mid-word. So
I've heard many people do that too. They'll go back and they just stop mid-sentence. I'm like, I know where you were going with that, and then they finish it in a tame way. I'm like, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And honestly, I was gonna say it because of that quiz Cameron sent to me.
Oh yeah.
That was. So my voice went all wonky there, but I remember Iris messaging me in private chat. She was like, "You were gonna slip, weren't you?"
Yeah, it's called Hun. Yeah, the Huns and the down Mongolians. Any opinions on Crash Bandicoot 4? It's about time. Which is the perfect subtitle for it.
You know what would be funny? If Valve just skipped Half-Life 3 and just called their next title Half-Life 4.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be funny. I mean, to be fair, they made their next canonical title a VR
Alex.
game. Had they named it, yeah, Alex. Had they named it Half-Life 3, the backlash would have been insane. So I'm glad they didn't, but still.
Valve has the brain.
Needs to go out here.
I really want Team Fortress 3 to come out. It's too bad that Valve doesn't believe in the number 3.
Team Fortress is so not on my radar when I'm thinking of sequels for Valve, though.
Yeah, but
Half-Life absolutely needs it because Half-Life is incomplete. Secondly, I think it's got to be Portal, because Portal is so outrageously good, and they just stopped with it. Also, in the end of the multiplayer, they tease a 3. The main campaign does not, which I'm glad at least the main campaign can finish, but the multiplayer certainly teases that there is more, and it kind of sucks that there isn't.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you aren't really a multiplayer person either, so I get why you wouldn't be excited for Team Fortress 3.
Yeah, Team Fortress is just meh. I mean, it's funny.
It's also fun. It's like a childhood game for me.
Oh God, don't say that. I'm 28.
No, I mean, how long was it now? I mean, almost like 7-8 years ago now.
Yeah, it's not that long ago.
Yeah, but I was still a child back then.
Yuck. Ugh.
Ugh.
I was in college.
I think you were still in college when I started watching you. I'm not sure though. It was a good time. I remember the first video I ever watched of you was Monster Hunter.
Not a good time for me. It was stressful. Trying to do all that stuff while also doing college work and not really knowing what I was doing. Coming back into it after so long. So I was making those a long time before on Ocarina Hero. I'm tempted to do an eventual playing with myself review on every game I did in Ocarina Hero on, outside of one. Well, I don't know. There's probably a couple that would be completely stupid.
What was that game that was so terrible? You
Next
always
Life.
mention it.
Next
Yes. Is that one of the game?
God, it was so bad. Yeah, that's the one I just thought of when I was like, I should do all of those. Then I went, no, I shouldn't. Next Life is so bad. It's just like point and click adventure at its worst. Like everything that doesn't work about point and click adventure in 3D. And it's terrible. Ugh. So bad. And so stupid too. Like you work so hard for so long thinking like, what's going on? And then you finally figure out what's going on and you're just like, this is stupid. So wait a minute, you watched those?
No, I just remember you mentioning them.
Oh, I complained about, yeah, okay, I'm sure I did that.
I was very surprised you didn't like Shadow of the Colossus 2. I've heard so much good stuff about that game.
I've heard a bunch of good stuff about that game, but that game is garbage. Don't play it. Do not play it.
I don't even have a PS4.
You don't need to play it on PS4. It's terrible. Don't play it.
I will be getting a PS5 though.
I'm not sold on it yet. There are some games I would like to play on it. Honestly, the one I thought looked the best, upon closer inspection, just looks meh. which is the new Ratchet and Clank. I'm super excited to see Ratchet and Clank come back, but the thing is, it just looks meh. Now that, like, the dimension hopping thing looked super cool in the trailer, and then when I went back and watched it slower, I was like, the skybox isn't even changing. The models aren't even changing. This isn't swapping dimensions. All you did was just move this ledge. And like, we've had games like that. That's not new. That's not special. That's not taking advantage of the PS5 hardware. Then I was like, bah, not interested. And that's all it took. I mean, the gameplay still looks like a good Ratchet and Clank game, but that's all it is right now. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Miles Morales game.
Yeah, Spider-Man PS4 was outstanding.
I would like to see it playing with myself on it eventually.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Spider-Man probably should have won its Game of the Year when it was up. And I expected God of War to just win a tremendous amount of awards. And in the end, it was just the other way around. Well, actually, yeah, Spider-Man won nothing. It was, what else? What robbed it? Like, God of War, like, weirdly came out of nowhere and won it. And then something else just won a bunch of little awards. Was it Red Dead Redemption 2? Was it that year?
Could be. I was very pissed that Fortnite won it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Fortnite won.
That sucked so bad. Though, I still say the biggest upset they've ever done was, Sekiro, out of nowhere. And then just, like, stopping the whole thing, saying, like, oh, by the way, Fast and Furious, and,
Fast and Furious!
Have you seen how bad that game that really turned out to be? It was a train wreck! And that's what they ended the Game Awards on! And you're like, oh...
Fast and Furious! Fast and Furious is something that I never got into, and I don't think I ever will. I watched one movie, I watched one film, but I think that's about it.
They're just dumb.
Yeah, I saw a skit one day, some time ago, where the guys just try and make up the most outlandish and atrocious stuff for the plot. Like, he lands the car on the moon and then reveals he's been dead all along, or something like that. And it just sounds so much like Fast and it's you're basically grabbing the cliche action genre and putting cars into the mix and explosions, and there you go, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that's all it is. I'm forgetting what's that dude's name?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Since I'm sure nobody cares about spoilers for Fast and Furious, I do know there's a point in the end of that game. By the way, it's in a complete train wreck. Don't play this game. Like, it's not even in a releasable state. I can't believe they did it. It's so bad. But there's a point where you are in your car chasing down a rocket that was meant to launch, but for some reason went down on its side and is somehow going down the highway. You race down the rocket, even drive through its thrusters, and then, like, somehow go up a ramp. Vin Diesel gets out of his car, lands on the rocket, and runs up the rocket.
It's
so stupid.
But it sounds so amazing at the same time.
I know. But it was just stupid. Let's see. Okay, these all kind of do a coil, so that these two coil around, and then this one just comes into it. All right. Whoopsie! Didn't mean to do that.
Whoopsie!
Whoopsie daisies! Oh, diddly do! Chipperoo!
Shiver my timbers!
I don't know why we were happy pirates all of a sudden, but okay.
What?
You were a pirate.
Oh,
no one else's timbers get chivied like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know
what,
this is probably a good time here. I'm gonna, what happens if I minimize this? Okay, you still see Photoshop. I'm going to quickly read through the games I have on my desktop right now that I need to get through. And we'll, like, quickly say, like, stream soon, stream later, or play offline. And probably make, like, a video for later, okay? So those three are options, okay? I want to hear what you guys think about these. I'm listening to the comments, too. I know I'm skimming them and mostly talking to Squad at the moment, but Squad, I want to hear your reactions to these. So, Narcosis.
Soon.
Stream soon? Okay. Dishonored.
Soon.
I can't do everything soon. Because there's like more than 10 choices we're going to go through up here. And soon, I'll only let you do for like 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, because these are going to be put off. I can only do like 1 to 2 streams a week. Okay, so if you really want like Narcosis and Dishonored as the soon ones, then I don't even know when. Anyway, let's move on. No Man's Sky. If I can even stream it, that might just be a play and make a video. Because I honestly don't know if I can even play it. We'll just move on. Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay, that's an eventually. I will get back to that when my plate clears up. Shovel Knight, same deal, I guess.
Yeah.
Blasphemous. I kind of want to blast through that now that we started it. Kind of like what we did with, other games. I don't want to start stuff and leave them. So I want to finish up Blasphemous. So I'll count that as a soon. I'm doing that one. The Stanley Parable. Now, I have seen a lot of Stanley Parable, and I'll probably do that with Kim if I get a chance to do it. If not, it might be a video, or I don't know if we'll get to do it if Kim plays through it, because Kim has not seen it, so...
That's an eventually.
Eventually. Typo Man.
What is it? What did you say?
It's this weird 2D puzzle platformer where you play as, like, this character made out of letters, and you need to, like, push and pull around letters and, like, change spellings of things to, like, solve puzzles and fight stuff. It's really weird and kind of a creative game. I don't think it's very long either. We might be able to single stream it, so...
I guess
I like single stream games.
What did you say?
I said I like single stream, one and done games.
Yeah, I guess it's an eventually.
Okay, eventually. God Eater 2 Rage Burst. I actually finished the first one. As you can tell, recently I made a video on it. I started God Eater 2. I don't know if I'm ever going to stream it. I wanted to play through it so I could start playing 3 on the channel because I want to show that off. That's new.
Yeah, I was going to say do it offline for God Eater 2.
Yeah, the problem is God Eater 2 is super long too, so that's going to take me a while to get to that point. Yeah, I saw what you guys were saying over there. I'm just ignoring you. All right. Danganronpa. I have the first one.
I have no idea. I've heard so much about the game, but I don't know what it is.
That reminds me of another game I have downstairs, which is Phoenix Wright, the trilogy. I don't know if
Is the Phoenix Wright trilogy the one where it gets memed a lot with the lawyers?
Phoenix Wright is, yeah, it's the outlandish lawyer, silly case stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it will be cool to see.
It could be really long doing all of those, and if I get caught in the first one, then I'll do the others, and that just sounds really crazy. I'm thinking that
you should do the first one offline and see how long it takes you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I can look up howlongtobeat.com. It's like my new favorite site for judging how long games are, and I could check for individual ones, but I'm still like, I'm not sure if that's something that you guys really want to watch. Because that's something that would be very spoiler heavy because it's a story-based thing, so probably not a great stream thing. Danganronpa is the same kind of thing, though. We just did To the Moon. There is a, not quite a sequel, but in the same universe, games that Freebird Games did called Finding Paradise. I hear it is slightly longer than To the Moon. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it was slightly shorter. It was one of the two. But it's around the same. I could probably single stream it. What do you think about Finding Paradise?
Yeah, I'd like to see it eventually.
Okay, cool.
I love To the Moon, so...
Yeah, To the Moon was great. And someone did point out I could play, there's 2 short, free episodes with the doctors. I think Finding Paradise is mostly about the doctors, but I'm not really sure. But it's in that same universe about them. Which, like, obviously, like, because River and John's story is over. Don't mess with
Yeah.
that. That's fine. It's perfect. And make new stuff in this universe. I'm all in on it. Do it. So if that's what they're doing, you got me. I have another one here actually I have a few from Epic Game Store that I got for free that I may play at one point in a stream. There's Hue. It's like a puzzle platformer that's color-based. It's an eventually. Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah. Ooh, yes, I'd like to see that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we ran out of Zen music finally. We did. Quick, give me a new franchise or a game that you want to hear some music for. Like Super Mario 64. I don't know. You know what? Why not? Because of, the Mario thing.
Sure.
Sorry, I kind of asked you and then I was like, how about that?
That's okay.
That actually sounds perfect. That's fitting. So I just named a random
It's
game.
okay.
Okay, how about this? Oh, it's so quiet because I turned it down to 4 because Black Mesa's music is so freaking quiet.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
How's the volume level?
On this, I keep the stream muted, so I'm not
Okay,
sure.
I'll have to let them know. Okay, guys, let me know. Hopefully Mario's not too loud. So long, Gay Bowser. Anyway, so yeah, Enter the Gungeon.
Yes, I'd like to see that eventually.
It's a 2-stick shooter indie game. I'd like to give it a try. Yeah, it's supposed to be King Bowser. He's supposed to say, so long, King Bowser. But just the way that he, old audio, of course, it sounds weird. Anyway, I have a couple others that I got for free on there. I don't remember what. God, there's several other games that I really want to get on Steam, too, that I want to play sooner.
Did you get The
than some of these.
Escapists?
I don't think it got me The Escapists. I think I made my account just too late. But anyway, another one I got is, and this to me sounds like an offline one, Steins Gate. It's like it's based like a visual novel, but it's like a time travel-y, it needs to be a game for the story to work from what I've heard, and I've heard it's something you want to go in with no spoilers because it's really cool. So I don't know if that's a good stream one. I don't know how long it is either. I'm fine with that one being on the back burner.
Yeah.
Games? Here, how about this? Can I list games that I really want, but don't have right now? How about that? I'm gonna open Steam up while we're looking here. You know what? How about this? For Photoshop, I'm going to go back and turn this on so you can at least see something while I'm talking. Doesn't matter, it's always Gay Bowser! Yeah. Everyone knows it's so long, Gay Bowser, to us. So yeah, as you guys saw, there's a sale that I mentioned that's going on for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. 50% off, but it still only brings it down to 20 bucks. And honestly, like, $20 is like my absolute limit for paying for a Steam game. Because when I get to $20, I'm like, I just prefer to have this on a console. Like, that just doesn't seem right. Okay. I have another game on here that is on sale right now. I'm looking at my Steam wish list. I know you guys don't see it right now. Nova Drift. Have you seen this?
I don't think so, no.
It looks like the perfect Switch game. It's like an indie action roguelike. Basically, think of the old game Asteroids, but make it look like a music visualizer. It's beautiful just to look at. And
let me check it out.
It's called Nova Drift. You can get it right now for $9, but the thing is, it's still in early access and it's not on Switch yet. I want it on Switch, because that's the kind of game you want to take with you, and you just boot up and just go like, this is nice, I can calm down and play this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably recognize it. I've been watching Disco Elysium is the next one I have on my list, but I'm not, like, super excited to jump into it. It's just one of those. I've seen several others on here that are like, eventually, maybe, yeah, whatever. I've got a lot of things on my Steam list.
I really want to see you play Dark Souls eventually.
That's actually the next one I just saw on here was Dark Souls Remastered. The problem is it never goes on sale, and it is $40 on here, which means I'm not paying for that for Steam. I want to see that as a console release, which maybe because they remastered it on Switch, I can get a cheap one for Switch maybe. Code Vein is the same vein of Dark Souls, so maybe.
I've heard Code Vein is...
Seeing that Dark Souls is Souls-like is just messed up to me. I hate those stupid... Whatever. What were you saying?
I've heard Code Vein is pretty meh.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good and bad about it. But the thing is, it goes on tremendous sales, so not right now. Now's not a good time for it. I'm still waiting for the Goose Game to come to Steam. I don't know why it's taking so long.
The Untitled Goose Game.
Inmost is a new Metroidvania. It looks okay. I played the demo. It was a little slow. Okay, this one I wanted to play so bad. I was watching it for like a couple years, then it finally came out, and I just didn't have the money for it. And it's Carrion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you play as it's like a reverse monster movie thing. You play as the monster, but it's still Metroidvania themed. Awesome. Spiritfarer. I've heard a ton of good stuff about this, and it was actually Kim who really wanted to play it. And I tried, asking, seeing if I can get a key for it. Same for several others on these, and they just haven't gotten back to me, which means that if I'm gonna play.
Oh, I remember seeing this on the E3 last year.
Yes, Spiritfarer looks so good. So, I'd love to try Spiritfarer. Oh, I can remove this. I actually got River City Girls, because I love River City Ransom, for NES, and Way Forward made a new one. So I was like, yes, gotta play that. It was on sale on Switch eShop, so I was like, okay, good, because I want it on Switch, because it's a multiplayer game. I'm not playing it for Steam. And, played it with Kim a bit. That game is outlandish and awesome. Love it. Highly recommend that. River City Girls. May make a video eventually. Chris Tales. It's like a Paper Mario, old good Paper Mario, kind of like RPG indie game, and it looks really nice. It's not out yet though. Chicken Police, hilarious like story-based adventure game. Cyberpunk 2077 still not out yet. Persona 4 Golden is just on my list. I think this was a new Metroidvania. I was still thinking about this one. It's in early access. Long title. It's called Record of Lodos War D-Lit in Wonder Labyrinth. It's the whole freaking title. It's yikes. But it's only like $13 and similar to Blasphemous in the fact that it's like a pixel graphic action indie Metroidvania. So, and it's kind of cheap. So, kind of interested. Kiwi still coming soon. Love to play that. I played the demo with Kim and it was great. Probably should have streamed it. And Anno Mutationum. I believe that's coming in December, or maybe it was November. They announced, but anyway. That's my wish list on here. If there's anything that I wanted to get like nowish that I might even legitimately stream soon, it would be Record of Lodos War, Carrion for sure. I would jump right on Carrion. And probably Spiritfarer. That might be the... If I had Dark Souls, maybe, but we're doing Blasphemous right now, so I would put it on hold. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, same deal with that one. So, there you go. Spent some time talking about a ton of games.
Yeah, that is a ton of games.
Yeah,
I really want to see you play No Man's Sky as well.
The thing is, I don't know if you ever could watch me play No Man's Sky, just because of how the game doesn't work with OBS, like at all. But the thing is, people are getting footage of the game, so there's a way to do it, I just don't know how to do it, you know?
Yeah, I'd love to jump in multiplayer with you as well.
Yeah, I love Mario 64's soundtrack. It's so outstanding. This is such a good game. It's like, Banjo-Kazooie has a really great soundtrack, too. Well, I mean, they're very similar games, too. Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, though they are different in their own rights. And if anything, Banjo-Kazooie, what I love about it so much is it's more of a Mario Odyssey on N64 than Mario 64 is, which is crazy. Everyone got trolled with the soundtrack? Why?
So what would you do if in No Man's Sky?
What do you mean? Not go to the center of the universe, that's for sure. Unless they fixed that. Did they fix that?
I have no idea. It's
Dude,
been a while since I played.
So many problems with that game that I hope they fixed it, but
I think they're well on their way to fixing most of this stuff.
I need my art back. I can't see where I'm... Oh wow, those are even different, like, alternate ridge levels. Huh.
I'll be right back. I have to take my cat back to her room.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah, at one point I've thought about doing Bloodborne, but more interested in doing original Dark Souls first. And then there's other new Metroidvanias, like Souls-likes are good. I don't have any problem with them. They tend to blend over into Metroidvanias a lot. It's Metroidvanias I like, you know, that's my real favorite. And Souls-likes are okay. They're okay. I don't have anything against them. They're just like they're like, you know, they're like I'm trying to think of like another genre that's just there. It's fine. Like JRPGs. I don't have anything against them. I really don't. They're okay. But yeah, that's about it. There we go. I think I fixed the ridging issue. Everyone got trolled with the soundtrack. Grant Kirkhope did it. Kirkhope is a legend. Is that a line there or not? I can't tell. It looks like it's there, but it really isn't. Alright, so now I gotta take these down to... like this level. And now continue these lines all the way up. Yikes. So yeah, I don't know what I am doing next week on Playing With Myself. Cameron, you got a recommendation? Yeah, what's up with Silksong? Where is that, man? Did I not mention that? It's on my wish list. But since it's not out yet, I just kind of skimmed over. Like, it's just been there for so long. Just gathering dust in my wish list. Like, this game's never coming out. This game is never coming out. Also, I want to point out, Team Cherry put in a teaser that it was coming out this year in some Nintendo pamphlet, and we still have no word from them. If it is coming, it's gonna be like a shadow dropped holiday release at this point. Like, it's a little late. Getcha was really, I really want to play. Wait, no, I get you. I really want to get to play Bloodborne, but alas, it's only on PlayStation. Sekiro Shadows Dies Twice is another game I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, if you're just into the genre, then for sure. Those are good ones for that. This is good. Some good stuff. Super Paper Mario was a good time. It was good. I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't bad or anything. Problem is, I think the problem with Super Paper Mario is it's extremely easy. Like, really easy. Even some of the endgamey stuff is just like, it wasn't hard. Mainly because Bowser's pretty OP. There was a lot of stuff that just felt like it wasn't balanced right, but I love the collectability aspect of it and the exploration and the music, the story was nice. But yeah, there was some bits that just could have been better out of it, you know. These arches don't seem right. I'm gonna try and thin this one down. I've been thinking you could do it playing myself on SpongeBob SquarePants. I've got so little to say about that game, I don't know. I don't want to make like a review where it's just like a, you know. Plus it's also the original, not rehydrated. Yeah, but even still, it's just... I would probably talk about both. There's so little of a difference. I could just talk about both. You know, it's just, I don't really see much there to do. I don't know. The only reason I even did that game at all on the channel was just because you guys were talking about it a lot, and the developer gave me a key. Like, that's it. There was no other reason for me to do that, and I was just like, eh.
I have returned.
Hello! Hey, we're talking about a new Playing With Myself episode ideas. Yeah. Cameron just mentioned SpongeBob, which I'm not a big fan of. Blessina's saying Super Paper Mario. I don't know why I would... Of all the Paper Marios, Super
Maybe
is
the second...
not the one people would want to hear about. Maybe what?
The second Uncharted game?
Do a sequel. You know, I could certainly do a sequel. There's several games I would like to do sequels on. There's a lot of other franchises that I haven't done a video for in a long while that probably need a sequel.
Or Metal Gear, maybe.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4. That may be the most controversial of all of them, game-wise. So that might be a really good one to try. I don't know.
Which was the game you gave a 0 on?
I never gave a 0.
You never?
No, see, giving a 0 means it isn't a game. Which, if it's not a game, I wouldn't have reviewed it. I did, however, give a 1.
To Shadow of the Colossus, right?
Shadow of the Colossus. That, yeah. The only reason is because it's a bootable, executable file and run on a game system and play with a controller. There is nothing else that I can say that is good about that game. That game is complete trash. And I probably should have... Oh, I forgot 2 little notches. Probably should have, like, considered streaming it just because of how outlandishly terrible it was. But the thing is, I kept playing thinking, I'm going to get to the part where everyone says this game is great. Because it can't just be me saying this game is this bad. And Kim and I were basically playing it together, dealing with how horrible it was and laughing at it. Going like, it can't be that bad. It's gonna get better. And it never did. And then it just stopped. And we went, you kidding me, right? You could also do another Metroid game, maybe Prime 1 or Super. You know, I was going in order of Metroid games, so I was thinking Super would technically be next. But I don't know if I'm going in order, because if I'm going in order of canon and not release, I already messed it up. Because Prime is first. Well, no, hold on. First is actually 1 and 2, then Prime, I believe. I think so. It's been a while. Yeah, look at me messing up my Metroid canon. But then the Prime trilogy happens in between. And then you jump to, like, Super, Other M, and Fusion. Well, in that order, yeah. Even Superman 64. Ugh, that game is terrible. I got pretty darn far in it, though. Did you know that the Snow theme has the same melody as Slider theme? Oh yeah, there's a lot of, like, reused melodies in the game, and it also saves on file size sometimes when they just, like, speed up or slow down some things. I'd say Shadow of the Colossus is good, but honestly I've lost count of how many times I've fallen asleep to a Let's Play of it. Ugh. How is it even good? How's it even remotely passable? I don't get it. I don't know, that's why I tried to make a video. I'm gonna cover everything of why it's so terrible. I'll leave it at that. Now, Kim said she'd be home by now. I'm gonna see if, yeah, she got off a half hour ago. I should probably, because I have a lot of other stuff I needed to get done today, call it at, we got everything but these boots so darn far, but I need the boots done. I'm gonna try and at least showcase what we did do. So, maybe I can do that offline at one point, but it's looking really good. I like it. I don't know. I was kind of worried about how this was going to turn out because I couldn't get the pose looking right. If you remember... Actually, that was just Squad. I think I was working with you and I was trying to get the pose looking right with this thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I was like, ugh, I just cannot get it looking right. I think it looks good now with Zero Suit.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
These two together, even though they're the same person back to back. But yeah, there's also, I would like to do an enemies one. You know, of like, probably a Ridley, some Metroids around, Kraid, and possibly a Mother Brain. That's a lot. I think she's pulling in right now, so I gotta end this in a bit.
Okay.
Say Shadow Class is good. Mario Sunshine, they have a lot of different melodies at Delfino Plaza. They do, yeah, but anyway. I'm gonna have to get going, guys, so I'm gonna try and do a stream for tomorrow, so if you can carry over the chat over on Discord and we can talk about what we can do. I told you about a ton of games that I got. Let me know what you want to see me stream tomorrow. But anyway, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you guys in the next stream.
Bye-bye.